Hi, I'm Mark with Denver Yoga Co-op. Thanks for taking some time out of your day and joining me in this video. I'm going to do a practice, Brahman or Staff of Brahman. It's one of my more favorite sequences. It engages your entire body all at the same time. Gets into the hips, the shoulders, the core, works the knees, works the ankles. But what is really nice about it is that you can practice this at whatever intensity that you like. You can go as slow or as fast as you like, and there's lots of different variations that you can add to it. So a couple props that you're going to need today is a block. And if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a wrapped up roll of paper towel. You can use some jar candles, just something that you can reach down and rest your hands on. And then I actually do have a yoga blanket. You can also just have a towel that's folded up a couple times so you have a nice little rounded edge on it. That will help with the squat. So to get started, I'm gonna have my feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. I'm gonna let the heels be on that roll of the blanket back there. And my toes are pointed out just a little bit. That's the only way that I can get into a squat. If you can have the toes pointed forward, that's fine too. And then just find your footing. So rock back and forth a little bit so it feels to you like you've got a nice stable footing. And then we're going to practice the squat a little bit. Get the hips warmed up a little bit, warm up the shoulders a little bit. So make sure that the knees are soft. And then as you inhale, let the arms float up. The biceps come by the ears, the palms face, and as you exhale, you bend the knees and just squat down. You want to check the soles of the feet are firm on the ground or being supported by that blanket. And then inhale, stand up. Exhale, let the arms lift up and squat down. Inhale, come up. You want to maybe do this just a couple times if you haven't made any movements yet today before you get into this practice. And the next time that you squat down, find a spot that feels good. I'm going to come down a little bit lower. My toes are going to point out a little bit further, and I'm going to bring my elbows inside my knees. I'm going to rock very gently from side to side. Maybe try to draw a couple figure eights with my tailbone in one direction and then the other. And then come to stillness. And again, I practice this deeper to start with. I'll show you the easier variation as we move. Take the gaze out to the front of the mat. Make sure you have that block in front of you. Palms are together. And then as you inhale, you're going to stand into the mat. The knees are going to straighten. You're going to rise up. The arms are going to lift up. You're going to watch those palms go up. And then as you exhale, you turn the palms out, pull in at the belly, hinge at the hips. Torso comes parallel to the floor, and the palms are facing down. And now as you inhale, the palms come together overhead. You're like an arrow. The biceps are by the ears. And then when you exhale, the palms turn down, the knees bend, you tuck the chin to the chest, the palms touch the floor. And then as you inhale, the knees straighten, the hips lift. You pull in at the belly, you roll the spine up. The arms come out through T. You look up as the palms come together. And then as you exhale, we go all the way back down where we started. So that was one round. Very, very slow. I'm going to rock from side to side a little bit, and we'll speed it up for the next two. Inhale, rise up. The knees straighten, you look up, palms lift up, fingertips lift up. Turn the palms out, pull in at the belly, hinge at the hips. Inhale, the arms come together, the palms come together overhead, you're like an arrow. And then as you exhale, the palms turn down, the knees bend, the chin tucks to the chest. Inhale, the knees straighten, you pull up on the belly, the spine rolls up. You look up as the palms come together overhead. Exhale, come all the way down. And then inhale, go up. Arms lift. Pull in at the belly, hinge at the hips as you exhale. Inhale, the palms come together overhead, that arrow. Exhale, palms touch the floor, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the spine up. The arms come out through T. You look up, the palms come together, and you come all the way down. Okay, 3 nice rounds. And again, we started out really slow. We sped it up a little bit. You can go whatever speed feels good. So let's add a couple variations. So let's have the block in front of us. I'm going to have the block on the medium setting. And I'm just going to reach down and make sure that it is a comfortable reach for our palm. And then we'll get started. Inhale, we'll come all the way up. Exhale, we'll hinge. The torso is parallel to the floor. Palms are down. Inhale, the arrow. Palms come together over the head. And then as you exhale, the palms turn down. The chin tucks to the chest. Triceps are inside the knees. Then take the left hand. Put it on the block right in front of your nose. And then as you inhale, the knees straighten, the hips lift. And you lift that right arm up to the sky as you're pressing into the block with the left hand. And then exhale, drop the hips. Switch hands. The right hand is on the block. And then inhale, lift the hips, the knees straighten. Lift that left hand up to the ceiling. Look up. Nice twist. Exhale, come back down. Let the hands come to the heart. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, the arrow. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the chin to the chest. Left hand on the block. Inhale, lift the knees. Lift the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Now we can go up again. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, the arrow. Exhale, drop the knees. Right hand on the block. Inhale, lift the hips. Let's turn that and lift that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, down. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, stand all the way up. And we're going to let the arms drop down through T. We're going to stay standing. Bring the hands up to the heart. Let me show you variation that is not quite as intense. It's not quite as deep of a squat into it. Feet are still a little wider than hip distance apart. The hands come to the heart. You let the thumb rest right on the sternum. And just drop your tailbone down a little bit. Your tuck's sitting in a very tall stool. And then as you inhale, you straighten the knees. The arms lift up. Exhale, you still hinge down. Torso comes parallel to the floor, palms facing down. You still make the arrow when you inhale, but now when you exhale, you just let the hands fall to the knees, the thighs, the shins, whatever is accessible. The chin tucks to the chest. And then inhale, you pull the belly button in, you roll the spine up. The arms come out through T, you look up. Exhale, you just sit down in that tall stool. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, the arrow. Exhale, drop the hands to the knees, the shins, the thighs, tuck the chin to the chest. The knees are mostly straight. Inhale, pull in at the belly. Roll the spine up. Let the arms come out through T. And then as you exhale, let the hands come to heart center. Walk the feet back underneath the hips. Drop the arms along the side body. I'm going to step off that blanket. I'm going to let the eyes fall towards closed. Just take 3 breaths in Tadasana. On the next inhale, let the hands come to heart center. The eyes float open. Thank you so much for practicing Staff of Brahman with me today. Namaste.